So he was hugging the girl and got fucking caught. He got fucking caught at a goddamn Coldplay concert. Who the fuck goes to a Coldplay concert?
I'm never ready when he does this, y'all. Like, what the fuck?
What? He was just
He does this shit out of nowhere. I know what you're talking about too, which is funny.
like, how the fuck he, like, if he would have just kept hugging her and just kissing on her, nobody would have said nothing. But soon as he got caught on camera, he's like, oh shit. Just, just kept fucking kissing her and just acting like everything was fine. Nobody would have paid attention. They'd have moved the fuck on. You was so fucked up that she was like, oh shit, I got caught. And you threw her, and then there you go. Now you all over fucking Twitter, Threads, fucking Instagram, you everywhere, and now you gotta pay all that fucking money. You dumb bitch. You're so stupid. Why would you
He's
do that?
it's a fucking meme now, which is funny. You know
Exactly. Like
it's big when you make it to be a meme.
exactly. All he had to do was just play it cool. Just hold the girl. Just act like everything was dope. Nah. He's like, no, get off of me. Oh my god. He's like, no, this is in the stadium. This is not worldwide. Now you're worldwide for doing this. You dumbass.
All he had to say is like it wasn't me, it was somebody who looked like me.
Yeah, he could have. That's all he had to say. But who the fuck goes to a Coldplay concert except for your dumb ass? And now you got to pay all that money. You dumb bitch. Ha!
Exactly.
Speaking of money, former Miss Money in the Bank, Naomi, opened up Monday Night Raw.
Woo.
Dude, I
Mhm.
love how all of a sudden everybody realizes how good she is. And not just because like they love her as a friend, but like she's actually good as a heel.
She's excellent as a heel. Like she made like a huge transformance because this is not the first time she's been heel, but it is the first time she's ever done it this great.
Yes. And she's fucking killing it. She deserves
Yeah.
to be world champion. She
Hell
deserves
yeah.
it. So she's cutting this promo. And the funny part is people are starting to thank her. And she's like, don't thank me, you raggedy heifers. And I was like, I mean, you're right, because like you should be getting booed, but they're so so happy that you won a title. I mean, what do you want us to do? What do you want us to do?
Also, do we still use heifer nowadays? Is that
Yes.
an old thing?
No, no, no. Like, because she's not the only person this week to use heifer, and that's the
Okay.
best part. So she was talking, then Rhea comes out and cuts her off. And Rhea says, "You stole my moment." Then EO shows up and is like, "You stole my moment." And then Pierce was like, "You know what? I'm still in all y'all moment. At SummerSlam, it's a triple threat for the title."
And right before that, I had asked you, where do you think this is gonna go? Like one on one with one of them or a three-way?
I'm glad that they did the three-way, so like somebody could get the weird ass pin, and like somebody hits the finisher, Naomi comes in, scoops it up, 1, 2, 3, she keeps the title, boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, it's over. Like that's how I feel that's gonna go.
Yeah. Same.
So then we cut to the back, and this was fucking hilarious just because of the visual, and it had me so fucking confused. Like it cuts to the back, and Finn has all the titles: the women's tag titles, the regular tag titles, the IC title. I'm like, when the fuck did he win all of that?
It reminded me of that meme with Triple H doing like his entrance, like ha, and he had like all the titles, like the Divas title, women's title, and everything.
Dude, that's exactly what it was like. What the fuck? When did that happen? And then he was basically shining everybody's title. He gave Dom his title. He gave Roxanne and Raquel their title. And then he told Dom, he was like, yo, they got a title match. You should go out with them. I was like, I'm not clear. It's like, no, no, no. I think you should. It's like, all right, I'll do it. And
He's
then
so
him and
condescending with
JD were
that
standing
stuff.
back there talking about their tag title match, which I have an idea. And if it was to go this way, like no matter which way it goes, it'll be fun. but I have an
Okay.
idea of which way it should go, which we'll get to
Okay.
that a little later.
Cool.
So then we had the Kabuki Warriors versus the Judgment Day in a number one contenders match if the Kabuki Warriors win. And because of Dom doing his Dom shit, the Kabuki Warriors lost.
For a second, I thought you was gonna say they won. I was like, no, they didn't. But okay.
No, I was fucking with you. So then we had a backstage, and okay, this situation has become so talked about, and I'm I'm of a mind that everybody is right in this situation because of the Seth Rollins injury.
Mhm.
So first off, it was like, all right, maybe he's injured, but then John Alba was on the show and he said, listen, I got a text 2 days before this happened that Seth Rollins was going to have an injury, quote unquote, and he was going to be using crutches. So when John Alba said that, everybody was like, oh, it's a work. But then Brian Alvarez had also a different theory, was like, maybe it was a work to cover up another injury he had. And maybe that's a thing that they did. And I'm like, okay, that could be it. So everything is basically saying it's either he's really injured, but it's not the injury we think it is, or this is just a flat out work.
I think
And
it's an injury.
wait, but then Seth Rollins said himself, which like kind of had me going, huh, this doesn't seem right. So Seth Rollins was on the Rich Eisen show and he asked him about his knee. And he said, on Monday, I couldn't get the scope because my knee was so swollen that they couldn't do the scope. And I was like, wait, what? Like, I
That's
mean,
odd.
that is a thing. That's a thing that can happen. But from the way that the injury looked, it didn't look as bad that, oh, this would swell up his knee where he couldn't get the scope. And the fact that he just like said, oh, it's because it's swollen, I couldn't get the scope. It's like, all right, that kind of sounds fishy. Like this sounds fishy to me. It's like, no, he said, I'll have to go later on in the week when the swelling is down to see. It's like, nah, this kind of sounds fishy.
Yeah.
So, by all accounts, all I know is he's going to do a cash in, a surprise cash in, because remember, he's still Mr. Money in the Bank
Yep.
and he's injured. Now, after what happens at the end of the show, I'm kind of leaning on the fact that if this if this is a work, this is a crazy work. But if this is like a real injury, I understand why the thing that happens later on happens. So yeah, we'll get to that when we get to that at the end of the Raw. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. Like I don't know how I feel about this.
Like if it's a work, oh my god, great.
Yeah, it's like I don't I don't like I really don't know how to feel about this because like I in one part want it to be a work and it's like okay they worked everybody to believe that he was injured and he's doing this for the cash in. I'd be like yeah no that's cool, but then if he's really injured that'll be better. I know that's kind of fucked up to say. The reason it would be better is because if he's injured and like there's an actual injury out there, it gives you a random timeline. And it's like, oh, he'll be out for 6 months, which means within that 6 months, you have to look at 2 or 3 weeks in between that he could come in and cash. Like with him not having an injury with no timeline, that's what's making it like hard for me to go, I'm a bite on this.
Yeah.
Because like if there's a timeline like, oh, he'll be out for a year, and it's like, okay, we have probably 4 months before he shows back up. That's just me. Because I don't think like whatever the timeline says he's coming back way before that.
Which 9 out of 10 is usually the case.
Yeah. And like he's gonna do a quick cash in, it's gonna be crazy. I don't know. Like I'm and the only other thing is like I don't want him to cash in at SummerSlam. And this is the only reason why. Because this is too fresh and too new and it's in everybody's mind. Everybody's thinking about it. So him cashing in at SummerSlam, everybody be like, oh, well, that just happened a few weeks ago. Oh, there was like I want this to be a slow turn to like where people actually forget about it. I want
Yeah,
people to be totally out of their mind, have no fucking thoughts in their mind, like, damn, damn it. The fuck? Yeah, I want it to be one of those where he just comes back and it's like nobody's even thinking about it. In SummerSlam is like too quick. It's like right there. It's like 3 weeks, there it goes. It's like that doesn't work for me.
no, I agree with you. Like you get a bigger pop that way if you like do it surprise.
Yeah, like I would want something to be like if they're gonna do it at a I would rather them do it at like a B show, not even at like a Survivor Series or Royal Rumble, like at a fucking Clash of Castle or like the Crown Jewel, like
Yeah,
somewhere random that you're like, there's no way he's gonna show up, and he just shows the fuck up and cashes in, and you're like, oh, okay,
I was gonna use the analogy. It's so stupid it will work. Cause like,
hmm
why would you do that in like a random B show? Like that's stupid and whatever. At the same time, that's the way you get the biggest pop though, because like no one would expect that shit.
exactly. That's why that would be perfect.
Yes, yes.
So then we have like the backstage talking to Braun Breaker because he's in the gauntlet match later on. Then we have a backstage with Lyra and Bailey, which I found really fucking funny because it's like right before their match, and they're interviewing Lyra, and Bailey comes up and says, "You're not gonna win tonight because I'm gonna beat you." And it was like, "What? Okay, but the match is next. Like, why do we have this backstage interview and the match is like next?"
Yeah, like why are y'all fucking with each other? Like it's gonna happen right now.
Yeah, it was so weird. So they had a 2 out of 3 falls, and Becky, I mean, Bailey got the first fall, Lyra got the second fall, and Lyra got the third fall. So Lyra is going to face Becky, who is a masterful troll because she came out in red and yellow Hogan colors because people are calling her Becky Hogan.
Yes, I didn't think of that when she came out. That was like far behind, like beyond my mind.
That was masterful.
It was.
So then we had an interview with Stephanie Becker and Chelsea Green and the Secret. Hervis shows up and they start talking shit to Stephanie, and Stephanie gets in their face. And then it just leads to the next thing, which is Nikki Bella versus Chelsea Green. So they're having a match, and then after the match, Nikki gets the win. The Secret Hervis comes in. Stephanie shows up to save her. And immediately people are like, oh, they're doing a tag match. And I'm like, are you guys not paying attention to this? Like, there's 3 of them and it's 2 of them. You're telling me you're not paying attention. Okay, cool.
The math ain't mathing.
Exactly. I was like, what's up, guys? Like, come on. Like, this is the perfect time. Like, at SummerSlam, you're going to have the Bellas and Stephanie versus Chelsea Green and the Secret Hervis.
Yep, I see that too.
Yep.
They interviewed her not too long ago on their podcast, right? Both of them.
They dude, the funny part is like they interviewed her like probably like 2 months ago on the podcast, and they had a nice conversation, and it was like it's one of those things where you like don't pay attention to it, how much they were like talking good about each other. And it's like you don't pay attention to it until you just like see it later. You're like, oh, that's why was this sounding like that? Okay, cool, got it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. So then we had a Cross promo, and Cross is saying, Sammy, tell the truth. Tell the truth. Just tell the truth. I'm still trying to figure out what the truth is.
Sammy's a bad guy.
Yes, but I can't wait. Like I can't wait for him to come back and be an actual bad guy to see how this works. So then we have the New Day with Grayson Waller.
As their butler. 'Cause that's what it looked like to me.
Yeah, and they're talking about they want a tag team title match. And Pierce says next week you may get a tag title match if you beat the people that I have lined up for this. And he turns around to the Judgment Day and tells them that next week we're gonna find out your opponent. And then he said, "Oh yeah, Dom, hopefully you're cleared by SummerSlam because at SummerSlam you're gonna take on AJ Styles." And he brought up the note, and then we just get in the background one of the fucking best new memes: AJ Styles on his knees praying to God that Dom gets cleared.
And then Dom was like, please, like Dom said something to the effect of, please don't make me clear. Then like AJ was like, don't listen to him, don't listen to him.
The shit was so good. But, like AJ is so comical, and I I have to say this. I have to say this now. He's going home.
Yep.
AJ's going home. Like finally, like we've been trying to get him to go home ever since they started this partnership, and at Slammiversary, he's going to show up. He's going to be at Slammiversary. I'm I'm excited. I'm excited, but I'm really cautious because fucking the dude, I was gonna call him Andrew Silver. That's not his name. Joe Silver, whatever his name is.
Yeah, I
He
think
just
so.
put he just put phenomenal in his thing and it's like all caps and it's like, oh, we know what this is. And then everybody started reporting that AJ probably is gonna show up. I just really want him to show up and not we don't get fucked off of this. So then we had Rusev bumping into Sheamus, and for some reason I thought they were gonna form a tag team, but they were like, no, no, no. Next week we're gonna fight. I was like, okay, cool, cool.
They're gonna be the League of Nations again.
I hope so. I hope so.
I was joking. I would so be pissed.
Dude, that would be so good. So to everybody who was angry, me included, about the Jelly Roll and Logan Paul thing, it fucking went over dumbly spectacular for no reason because Jelly Roll wound up hosting the late night show, and then he interviewed Randy, and then got attacked by Drew and Logan Paul, and he chokeslammed Logan Paul through the desk. And I'm like, they're on national TV promoting this. Like, everybody is going to even tune in just for no reason and be like, ooh, you know what? This is kind of cool. I want to see this. And I'm just like, God damn it. Why are they making this work? I hate that.
Yeah. I seen clips. I didn't watch the show because I don't watch late night. So
Yeah, no, I seen clips too. I didn't watch it either, but like, I saw the clips of the segment and I was like, God damn. And I saw everybody just like talking about it. I'm like, Jesus. So then we had Gunther out talking shit, and Braun Breaker came out with Paul Heyman, and Paul was saying, you're going to wind up facing Braun Breaker at the pay per view because he's going to be the one who runs through this gauntlet. And boy, did he almost do it. Did he almost do it? So Braun had the first opponent, and it was Penta. So him and Penta going for probably like 5, 10 minutes. He beats Penta. Then he winds up going against LA Knight, beats LA Knight. Then Jey Uso comes out, kicks Braun Breaker out, makes him run back his music. Then Braun Breaker gets back in there. He beats him up a little bit. Then he winds up losing to Braun Breaker. And then Braun is going for the last person, who is CM Punk, who gets beat up and beat up and beat up and somehow hits the GTS, wins, beats Braun Breaker, but then gets beat up by Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. Jey Uso comes out to help him, and then the one true Chief shows up. Roman shows up, and now it sets up a tag match between Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed versus Jey Uso and Roman. So that was supposed to be Seth versus Roman. That was supposed to be Seth versus Roman, and that's how it should have been. But the Seth injury thing is keeping him out. And then also, I've been hearing that Jimmy Uso was going to show up on Monday Night Raw because why not? His wife's on Raw. So yeah, that's the Raw report, and we have other stuff to talk about on the show, which is NXT. I don't know how I feel about NXT because it was like just there, and like they didn't really set up nothing for like later on. It just was like there. It just existed.
I kind of didn't care. Yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah, it was like, damn, like, do y'all even care about NXT anymore? I guess. I mean, because it just felt like Sean didn't even try. I was like, whatever, who cares?
It was like
So
the after show, like you know how they do like after WrestleMania. It's kind of like, nah. That's what this felt like.
yeah, this felt like, it just I didn't like it. So it it started off with JC Jane and Toxic Influence. I know I called them Toxic Influence. I know what I said. So then they get interrupted by Masha Slamovich. And then also Zaruka shows up. And they set up a 6-woman tag match for later because Jayce is taking on Masha Slamovich title for title at Slammiversary.
That's gonna be an awesome match.
Yeah, it is. So then we get the first part of the D'Angelo family with the birth of the Don. How Tony D'Angelo became Tony D'Angelo in the colorful 2.0 NXT.
The
I
funny
actually
part,
forget.
I swear he was a Don before he was a Don, but I do remember that, like him getting everything, the ring and shit.
Yeah, I forgot like how he looked back then. It was like, damn, like you slimmed down. You look better now. It was like, okay. Dude, I totally forgot. I was like, what the
Right.
fuck? So then we had another 6-man, which was Mike Santana, Joe Hendry, and Trick Williams versus Geek State.
How you call him Geek State? I call him Sad State.
They're geeks. And then the match is going. Geek State is like fucking people up. And then all of a sudden, here comes the fucking I was gonna call them the situation. What the hell was their goddamn name?
The system.
System. The system. And I lie to you not, there was no pop. Everybody was like, who the fuck are these people? Like, I swear to God, no. Like, did you pop when you saw the system show up?
I did, but it's a us thing because we normally like heels. You know what I mean? And like they're bad guys. That's another reason I think they didn't pop for the ones that like did know who they were. You know, because they're bad guys.
Because it did fuck me up. I was like, I understand why they coming out, but why the fuck are they coming out? Like, I understand y'all got beef with Geek State, but like, you're bad guys. What the fuck is going on?
I was gonna ask you, is that even? But yeah, it is even.
Yes.
It is Moose, Brian Myers, Eddie Edwards, and Dango, and then
Hmm.
the four of Geek State, as you would say.
Yeah. So then we had Kaylee Armstrong beefing with JC Jane, and that set up a match between the two of them. And Kaylee Armstrong is the evolved women's champion.
I like her.
I like her too. Like I see something in her. Like she could be a star.
She reminds me of someone from the past, but I can't put my finger on it, but better.
Yeah, I don't know who it is even, but like she does have that vibe. It's like who the fuck is it? Like who the fuck does she remind me of? But like she feels like she's gonna be a big star.
Yes. Like I love her charisma. And like
Mm-hmm.
she's great in the ring too.
Yes. So her and Kimura is fighting, and all of a sudden Jordan Grace just beats the shit out of everybody. And then she threatens Blake Monroe, and then she beats the shit out of Stevie Turner and Mr. Stone. And Blake Monroe comes up on the screen and says, I'll be here next week because I'm going to have my first match in Atlanta. And she was like, good, because I'm going out there and beat your ass. And she just beat up security. Jordan Grace was pissed off.
I was so confused at first when she beat up everybody. I had no idea who it was at first.
That was hilarious. Like, she just came out and just started swinging. I was like, God damn, she mad? So then we had Trick bumping into the guys from LFG. And I'm just like, I'm not gonna lie, I have no fucking idea who they are. Apparently, they're Undertaker's team, and next week Undertaker's gonna be there to talk to Trick or some shit. But I was just so confused. I was like, who the fuck are these guys? Because like they have too many fucking shows with like newbies, LFG, Evolve. Like I can't keep up with this shit.
Yep. Yep.
Like it was so fucking awesome. Like who the fuck are these people? And then they was trying to explain. I was like, whatever, who cares?
It's out of our canon.
Yeah. So then we had the family triple threat match. And this was actually a really good match. Like, I'm not
Yes.
gonna lie, this was actually really good.
All three
And
of them showed off.
yeah, and Tony D'Angelo won. And I don't know how many people noticed this, but like this had me going, what the fuck is going on? So Tony D'Angelo left, but his Don hat was on the post.
I noticed
And
that
it was
too.
yeah, he looked back at the hat and he walked, and then he looked back at the hat and looked again, and then he just left. It was like, wait a minute, is he no longer the Don? Like, what just happened?
I think he's gonna have a long leave of absence so we can forget about him,
Mm-hmm.
and he's coming back as something else. Like I think the gimmick's done.
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
So then we had Jasper Troy talking about how he beat the shit out of Ricky Saint, and Ava says, okay, next week you're gonna go one on one with Ricky Saint. So then we had Lash Legend. She's talking about the Battle Royal, and Jada comes up and was like, yeah, okay, yeah, all that's cool, but all everybody was talking about was me. They was chanting my name, they was cheering for me. So you are irrelevant. And I was like, you know what? They were cheering loudly for Jada. Like they
They
was
were.
really hyped for Jada. And that actually was shocking. I was like, wait a minute, you're right. But okay,
Mhm.
I think Jada is going to wind up winning the world title, the NXT world title, but I still think Lash is going up to the main roster. Like Lash
Yeah.
is definitely to the main roster.
She should have been there.
Yes. So then we have Ren and Charles and Tavion, and they're all talking. And Ren's like, guys, listen, I know you guys have beef, but next week I have a match. This is my first match against Blake Monroe. And I'm just like, but you're fucking losing. Like, there's no way Blake is not gonna beat your ass. You're fucking losing. And then
When they announced that, I texted you. I'm like, they're sacrificing her.
yes. So she tells Tavion and Charles, she's like, listen, guys, just put your differences aside. I want you to come out there with me. I'm like, there's no reason. You're gonna die.
Now that she did that, they're gonna be the reason she loses.
Yeah. And I feel like that's gonna be the reason she kicks like Tavion out the group and he gets out and that's cool.
Yeah.
So Then we had Briggs, angry Briggs, orange Briggs. Yes, he was orange because he had the fucking spray tan on and it was fucking orange.
He's one of the ones
So
Kevin always was talking about in the podcast.
yes. So Briggs goes, listen, I did that because Inamori doesn't have the balls to do what needs to be done. It's like, listen, if he just would have went with the plan, we would have won. So Oba comes out and was like, listen, he was like, why are you such a bitch? And then he says, listen, I do what I have to do to get this done. And Inamori, you don't have what it takes. So it winds up going to a fucking three-way next week, Briggs, Inamori, and Oba for the world title.
And they broke up another tag team. Way to go.
Yeah. But like, I'm okay with this because we could get rid of Briggs and we're done with this bullshit. Like, we're done with this shit.
He's
So
a
just,
get rid of Briggs.
yeah, like, just get rid of this fucker.
I thought
So
you liked him.
I do like him, but like, not as a whiny little bitch. Like, he's just a whiny little bitch. Like, he's crying about not getting a shot, not doing this. I've been here for this many years, blah, blah, blah. Dog, stop fucking crying. Jesus Christ, stop fucking crying. Just do something about it. Just do something about it. Just fix
Yeah.
your shit. Do something about it, all right? God damn. So then we have a backstage with the Culling and Tatum, and they're really nice to Tatum, and she's like, "Oh, you guys are nice to me. I have an idea for next week." I I don't know what the idea is, but apparently she has an idea for next week.
Hopefully it's good for her sake.
Yeah. So then we have something, I don't know what the fuck is going on. This is weird as fuck. Lexus King is in the fucking audience with noise canceling headphones for no fucking reason. He's just there. He's just fucking there. And Ava has to come grab him and like, yo, where the fuck have you been? Why are you here? Like, you need to bring your ass back to the back. He's like, oh, okay. It's like, what the fuck? That didn't have nothing to do with nothing. It didn't have nothing to do with the women in the ring. It just happened.
Evidently, according to the commentary, I swear they kind of like hinted at him making fun of Miles Bourne. That was the whole thing. It's stupid, but apparently that was the thing.
Dude, that was really fucking stupid. It's really fucking stupid.
Yeah, because you wouldn't know unless you were told that type of thing. If you gotta be told a joke, it's not funny.
Exactly. And Miles Bourne's not even on fucking TV. What are you like? What's the point? I'm so it was so dumb. That's why this fucking show was stupid. So the women's six woman match ended with Masha Slamovich pinning JC Jane. So that doesn't look too good because yeah, that looks like JC's gonna walk away with all the titles.
How about that?
So Sol Ruka impressed the fuck out of a lot of people in the main roster. Like, I don't know why they got so impressed when it's like, aren't you guys watching the show every week?
Apparently not.
Like, but they were impressed with her. So I have to bring this up
Hmm.
because Goldberg went on Ariel Helwani's show and he's so pissed off at the way everything was done in his retirement match. So how do you feel? Like, how do you feel? I know how you hate for Goldberg, but how do
I
you
don't
feel?
hate Goldberg. I just don't care for him.
Okay, you don't care for him. How do you feel about him saying he was screwed over, he was done dirty with this whole entire thing?
How? Like the match was okay. Like
So, but okay, so
unless he's talking about the fucking like his speech getting cut off, you can't be
mhm,
mad at WWE for that.
like that's the funny part because like everything that he was saying,
Hmm.
he literally was like double speaking, like he was so angry, but the stuff that he was saying could be like easily dismissed and be like, okay, well, you're just like crying for no reason because he felt like he should have a bigger send off. Like he's like they wouldn't do that shit to the Undertaker. They wouldn't do this to this one or that one. And then he goes on to talk about, yeah, this had been planned for months. Like this has been planned since January. I knew the date. I knew the time. He was like, I just felt like it wasn't a lot of fanfare around it. And the only reason it wasn't a lot of fanfare around it was because just 2 weeks ago, WWE had another pay per view and they couldn't set up your match until the pay per view was over. So they set it up and you only had like a 3 week build.
Yeah,
That's fine. He said that he knew that this was happening way back in January. So that's fine. Okay, cool. You know. All right. Then he said, they just cut my speech off. That's not WWE's fault. That's literally NBC's fault. And
hmm
everybody that keeps saying, oh, well, Peacock should have let it go. Peacock can't let it go because this is an actual straight from the fucking network rip. It's not, oh, we have extra time over here. It's just straight from the network. So when it's off, it's off.
yeah.
Like there's no extra time. It's off at 10 o'clock. They have a hard out. You're fucked. So nothing that he was bitching about made sense. The only thing that like I took away from this was I'm angry because they didn't treat me like a big star. And it's like, you're not like everybody else. Like you're just Goldberg. Like that's it.
Basically.
And like to me, it seems like he was angling to go to AEW, but he talked shit about AEW, so they're not gonna be like, "Hey, come on over here. We could do a great retirement match." And then like he was talking about like he's got more matches in him. Like so, okay, so you're not retired. And then he just said like the most disgusting thing was like, "Yeah, I want to wrestle in Israel." I was like, "Ew, that's fucking
What?
disgusting." That's what he said. Like that's what he said. He wants to have a match in Israel, and I was like, "That's disgusting." I was like, "That's disgusting. You're a horrible human being." I'm like,
What?
ew. Like that was just ew. Like I was like, okay,
That caught me off guard. Wow.
yeah. Like he's just all over the place. It's like he was giving his flowers to WWE, but then also like shitting on WWE, and it's like, dude, first off, pick a lane. Second off, just shut the fuck up. Your career's over. Nobody cares. It's over. It's done. You're done. Go home. Cry about it in your bathroom. That's it. I don't want to hear about it. Jesus Christ.
Like we know he hurt Brett. Are we sure he didn't hurt himself, like hurt his own damn brain with all this shit?
No, he probably hurt his brain. He probably hurt his own brain because like, holy shit. It's like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. Again, as you mentioned, I may like not be the biggest fan of his, but the match was okay. I believe, like, even though they didn't have enough time or whatever, they had adequate time because 2 weeks, whatever, to do the pay per
Mm-hmm.
view. Um, he's facing the fucking world champion, Gunther. Gunther's a fucking star, whatever. One of the biggest stars in WWE today. What else would he? What do you want it, Cody?
Shit, I don't know, man. Like the little bit of me actually liking Goldberg and the respect I had for him years and years and years and years and years after this, he has totally just chipped away to that as like now I have no respect for him. Because he just like started doing no, no, no. Everything you said has made me go, you know what, just get the fuck out of here. Just go away, dude.
I said it. He shouldn't have. They shouldn't give him this to begin with.
Listen, they thought it would draw. They thought it would be something. It didn't draw, by the way. They thought it would draw, and it didn't. So I mean, hey man, just go cry in a corner. I'm sorry. Just go hug go hug a wall or something.
Something.
Just go do something. Like just get away. Just bye. Just go. Yeah. So we start off AEW. Dude, okay, you were watching on the Max feed, right?
Yeah.
Did it just start with Hangman in the ring?
No. For me, it started with a fucking black screen, and then it went to commercials, and then it was Hangman in the ring.
Okay, because like everybody was saying that watched it on Max had no idea what was going on, and they just knew Hangman was in the ring. And So I watch on the regular TBS feed because I like to watch picture in picture.
Yeah.
And Tony Schiavone opens up. He's talking about the new world champion, and he brings out Hangman Page. And like everybody that was watching up Max missed that whole entire Tony Schiavone intro. Like that's wild. Like they have to get better with that because like that should have been on the Max feed.
Yes.
So Hangman comes out and everybody says you deserve it, and he's like, no, 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 you deserve it. Like you've been with this company from the beginning, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. You guys are awesome, and this is your world title. I'm your world champion, whatever, whatever. I mean, good. Like he deserves it.
Yep.
Like he definitely deserves it. But just like with everything else, what's next? And it's not like me being a dick. It's like I've always said this about AEW. You have a great pay per view. What's the follow up? Like, what's next? And that's what I want to know. What's next? So
Yeah, I can't
then we
either
have
way.
the Young Bucks pull up, and they pull up in a regular car. They pull up in a regular car because they're no longer EVPs. They don't have money. And to me, that is so fucking stupid. Oh my God, that is the dumbest shit ever.
How do you
Okay.
lose money out of one match?
Thank you. I just was about to fucking say that. How the fuck? It makes no sense. No goddamn sense.
Like I could see if like your money was on the line or something, but no, it was on merely part of your job. Mind you, part. You still making money by being a fucking wrestler. So
Mm-hmm. And like you've been an EVP for long enough to have enough money where you're fucking good. Like the fuck kind of shit is this?
unless they're like the typical like 90s, 80s wrestler that spend all their shit,
Mm-hmm.
you know how that is.
Like that pissed me off. So I was like, what the fuck? So Scott Demore on his podcast said he thinks that because of this, the way that they lost and everything, that the Young Bucks could be gearing up for a WWE run. You know, get that big WrestleMania moment. And I want to put this out there. I've hated them in Ring of Honor. I hated them in New Japan. I hate them in AEW. And if they go to WWE, I will hate them in WWE. I will hate them everywhere they go. I do not like them fuckers. Like I will not, like I will not cheer them on for shit. I do not like them. They're fucking irritating. They're annoying. I hate them. I want them to go away. And so, do you think that they would ever go to WWE?
Uh, I think it's a plausibility. Do I think this is all set up for them to go? No.
To be honest, I don't want them to go. Like, I want Kenny to go. I want Kenny to
Yeah.
go because I feel like Kenny would fit there. Like, Kenny would show up there and you would be like, oh my God, why is Kenny here? Like, he's so great. Kenny would go and be there and be like, you know what? I'm fucking having fun. Fuck this. And he would enjoy it. The Young Bucks would go, and then they would just like be annoying and complain, and you'd be like, oh, you just should have stayed home.
Basically.
Like Kenny would go, like he would be like tentative to go, but then he goes, and then he'd be like, you know what? I actually like it here. It's not that bad.
Like, correct me if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Currently,
Mm-hmm.
because I know there's like people, whatever. I don't think the Bucks have friends over there right now, because like their current friends are injured, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Whereas like Kenny, if Kenny were to go, he has friends. He has, for example, Xavier and whatever.
Yeah, he has people over there that love him that like would be fine with him showing up, and it's like he would have fun. Like, and I bet you any amount of money you could talk like he would talk to CM Punk and they would have a good sit down, heart to heart, and Paul would sit there and fix everything, and Kenny would be like, "All right, fuck it, I'll wrestle. Like we can have a match and we can go from there."
Yeah.
And to bring up Paul again, even Goldberg in his rant was like, "You know what? Paul Levesque is like a really good guy. And then there was an interview with CM Punk, and they asked him about Paul Levesque, and he was like, you know what? He's actually not a bad guy. He's like working with him is actually kind of fun. I was like, what the fuck? Like that's so weird. That's so weird.
But I hate to bring it up, but Vince's magic from back in the day, you like rub off on him because Vince was an asshole, but like everybody like was like, but he's okay to work with.
Yeah, and that's what Paul is now.
But on the good side, for
So
now.
for now, back to Dynamite. We had Kyle Fletcher beat Mascara Dorada. He beat Dorada, hit him with a finisher. It was over. Then the Bucks was in the back, and the Bucks wound up talking to Don Callis, and Ricochet was in there. And Renegade pointed out everyone I hate was in one segment together.
They hate you.
Like the only person that wasn't there was MJF, and he was in the next segment.
Or Jericho, but Jericho been
Yeah.
gone for a while.
Yeah. So MJF was in the next segment, and he basically said that he was just going to cash in on Moxley whenever he could. But Hangman, you're no threat to me. I'm going to wait and I'm going to cash this in when you're healthy so I can beat the hell out of you. I'm like,
It's the
okay, so
reverse.
he's definitely losing, right?
I think
Because
so.
like, because the way he is, he's too cocky that he could beat Hangman just like easily. It's like,
Mhm.
yeah, you're gonna lose just because of that.
There's that, and there's the fact that if you pay attention, which I know you yourself does,
Hmm.
Lashley gets pissed off every fucking time he talks. He
Yes.
can't stand this man, and I use that term loosely.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I have a feeling when he cashes in, Lashley might wind up screwing him.
Oh, he definitely will. So then we have the Young Bucks, Itchy Zero, and Josh Alexander versus Jet Speed, Bandito, and who's the other? Brody King. So this match was going on. The thing that pissed me off was the Bucks go for the EVP trigger, and they stop as they're about to go for the EVP trigger. They're like, "Wait a minute, we're not EVPs. We can't do this anymore." Yes, what do we call this? And it's like, just hit him with the move and then figure it out. Like, what are you doing?
The weird
And
part, I think one called it the EVP trigger, and the one called it the name prior to it, because that move had a name prior to EVP.
yeah, it was like I was gonna say VBP, but like it was something like that.
Yeah,
BTE trigger.
but yeah, there you go.
Yeah. And it was like, what the fuck? The funny part about it is like, then they get beat up, and I'm like, oh, that's gonna lead to the finish of the match. No, it led to Itchy Zero just like choking out fucking Bandito. And it was like, so what was the point in the Bucks bullshit?
To
Dude,
like fucking give you a red herring, probably.
dude, it was so fucking annoying. I was like, what was the point? Like, what the fuck was the point? So then we had Edge, and Edge says, yo, FTR, you guys trained me when I came back, and then you guys wanted to form rated FTR, even though you worked in another company, and you guys were like my best friends. But you know what? Screw you guys. And as far as Christian goes, he's a creepy little bastard. And like, I told him to go find himself because he pissed everybody off and everybody doesn't like him. So then Kevin Q and Stokely Hathaway come out. Yes, Kevin Q was the security.
Who was the other guy? Do
And
you know?
no, I don't know. He was just some other dude. So Stokely says you can't touch FTR. And then Edge goes, okay, but I can touch you. And he spears him.
And in
Okay.
my mind, I told you, I'm like, isn't he a part of FTR?
Technically, yeah. So then we get a Mark Briscoe promo. that said, if it walks like a bitch, talks like a bitch, it's a bitch. And he's talking about MJF, so we're gonna get more Mark Briscoe versus MJF going on.
The funny part, he was saying bitch so much, I thought he was talking about Okada.
We're gonna get to that bitch later.
Yeah.
So then we had for $100,000, Willow, Chris Statlander, Tekla, and Queen Aminata. And Tekla and Julia Hart and Sky Blue look like they're a team because Tekla won the $100,000.
I need a name.
Oh, I'm calling them Hate 2.0. I'm calling them Hate 2.0 because Hate used to be the group that Tekla had in Stardom. So I'm calling them Hate
Okay.
2.0.
I'm down.
So then we had Toni Storm. I don't know how any of this is legal. Like, I don't know how anything that Toni Storm says is legal. Like, she has so many sexual innuendos that it's just like, man, like just man. Like, and she's so good at it. And it's just, wow. That's all I can say is wow.
He had me saying to myself, hey, yo, chill out.
Like, she's just, wow. Like, she just was saying so much stuff. And it's just like, she basically once again was talking about how nobody's on her level, nobody can beat her. She beat Mercedes Monet, and she's waiting for another heifer to step up. And the person that steps up is Athena. So we finally get Athena.
Give me what I want. But I want both titles, though. Like, all three titles. No, wait. Yeah, both titles.
No, you said all three titles because you want the TBS title in it too.
Yeah, but, like, you can't really do that right now. So I want, like, both titles.
So she told Toni that she's got an eye on her and she's going to cash in on Toni. So, I mean, that's good because we're getting Athena on the main roster.
Of course. Was it
So
me or did she sign the contract, like, while
she
she was
did.
talking? Okay.
She signed a contract, which means now from now on, anytime, anywhere. Because the thing is, you have to sign a contract so it's legal. She signed it. So now it's on.
I swear she listened to the podcast, because I swear I said that to you on here.
Oh, you did. You definitely did. So now we go to the former person that had the Money in the Bank briefcase, Christian's family, because they're no longer a patriarchy, they're a matriarchy. And apparently, Mother Wayne has adopted Kip Sabian, and now Nick Wayne is on his own.
He's the
Wow.
leader.
Yes. And Mother Wayne just is the mother of them. Yay.
Kind of weird, but
So,
okay.
yes. So then we get Okada with new music, which I hate.
Same.
So he comes out, he beats this guy in like 3 seconds, and then he just starts talking shit about Swerve. He said, Swerve, you tried to fight my friends, the Young Bucks. Like, you're a bitch. So Swerve comes out, they go face to face. So Swerve versus Okada. Yes.
He, but he didn't just say a normal bitch. He said that bitch with fucking intensity. Like, I made the joke of like that. That was the angriest bitch I ever like seen.
Yes.
And then I
The
thought about
fun
what I said.
the funniest part is like they're gonna have a great match, but I just am not a fan of Swerve.
I don't know.
Yeah. Like Swerve did it to himself. Like the stuff that he does outside, the stuff that he says, like he did it to himself though. Like I would have definitely been like a fan of yours, but like the shit that you do, just like, eh, you know what? I could go without it. I'm cool.
He's unlikable outside, I would
Yes.
say.
So then we have the Death Riders, which if it was me, I wouldn't have had John Moxley on the show. Not even joking.
Yeah, like he's a fucking loser right now. Not to mention he
Yeah,
got
like
fucked up real bad.
you lost, you got your ass beat. Go the fuck home and stay home. Stay home for a little while, then come back and just start whooping people's ass. Not just jump right into a 6 man. Like, fuck it, I'm going in a 6 man. Let's go. So
Yeah, for all that, replace him with what's his face? Gabe Kidd.
yeah, you could have did anything, but nope, we had to put Moxley in it, and then it was against Hangman, Mark Briscoe, and Will Hobbs,
Yeah,
and of course Hangman gets the win. Hangman gets the win, lays out everybody, and then after the match they try to jump him. Hangman beats the shit out of everybody, and it's over. And that's how we end Dynamite. And it's like, okay,
didn't Darby
like I
show
said,
up?
oh yeah, Darby did show up, but the thing is, Darby showed up and he was in the balcony. Who the fuck was looking? Like he was in the balcony. They showed him and said, "Oh, he's in the balcony." Okay, but you didn't have any effect on the match. Nobody stopped moving. Nobody stopped anything. You're just up there. Hey, I'm up here, guys. Okay, like that's exactly what I felt like. Okay, and
He's still trying to be like his Uncle Steve.
yeah, yeah, like he thinks he's Steve, but his name is Darby. That ain't it. I I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Like I understand he wants beef with Moxley, but if you really wanted to do something, you would have showed up in a ring and punched Moxley, or waited till after the match and punched Moxley. But, okay, fine, that would have worked. You just standing in the rafters, just standing there. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I agree with you 1000% because I had looked down at one point and then looked up. Yeah, I saw Darby right when they were about to close. I'm like, oh shit, did he do something? Not a damn thing.
He did one motherfucking thing except stand there. And like it wasn't like you were standing close. You were standing so far away that nothing you did affected anything in this match. And it's just like, dude, what the fuck was the point?
Not as he jumped off that bitch, which is Darby. So
Dude, I would have gave him so much grace if he would have did that. Like, oh, I'm gonna jump off this thing. Cool. All right, cool. Not just stand there. Not just stand there and stand there. And it's like, brother, come on, man. Like that's that's the guy we're afraid of. That's the guy we're afraid of.
yeah,
It's
apparently.
like seriously, like come on, man. Like I was so irritated. I was so irritated. I was like, this dude kind of sucks. Like this dude kind of sucks. And the bad part is like I wanted him back. Everything was cool. I'm like, yo, when he comes back, he's gonna do this. He's gonna do that. He came back and made me go, okay, well, you're back for no reason. All right,
He was the
sure.
guy at one point to us.
Yeah, it was like, all right, he's gonna take the title. He's gonna be the guy. Now he's back, and it's just like, I'm Sting, and it's like, no, you're not. You're just Darby. Stop it.
No, he could be Sting, the NWO one.
Okay, all right, we'll give him that one.
Could be the fake one, yeah. What was it, Stink?
Yeah, Stink, dude. This is just like okay. So I saw somebody give this take, and I'm like, I mean, yeah, but no, because a lot of us are expecting like Raw after WrestleMania vibes, right?
Hmm.
So people was like, well, this wasn't Raw after WrestleMania, and then somebody gave a take was like, guys, you should stop trying to expect a Raw after Mania. It's like this was a really good show. It's like, no, this show is kind of fucking boring. Like I'm
Yeah.
not even lying. Like this, like I understand, which I always say when they come back from a pay per view, nobody is ready and they just exist. And it's like, okay, I get that, but you still could have had people cutting promos. You still could have had them doing this. You still could have them doing that, and it just was there.
Like the only reason that I'm okay with it is because it made sense. It was a continuation, but it was dreadfully boring though. But it continued on to show the Young Bucks and everything else that happened on the pay-per-view prior. So
Yeah, no, it's like I get the continuation, but it's like, okay, like on a Raw, most of the times, like a Raw after Mania, something happens. You get a big return, you get a big
uh-huh.
angle set up for something down the line. There's no angle for anything. Like everybody just exists. It's like, hey guys, we're still finishing up from our last feuds. It's like, no, we shouldn't be doing that. We should be moving on. Like, no, 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 we're still finishing up.
Yeah.
And that kind of pissed me off. It's like there's so much potential there. Like if somebody would have challenged Hangman and not MJF, would have been like, okay, cool. Somebody would have challenged Toni and not Athena. I've been like, okay, cool. Like you could have set up so much stuff. The only thing that got set up that was different is we have Okada versus Swerve. That's it. That's it.
Like I don't know how good this would be, like, but it's on the random factor, right?
Mm-hmm.
For someone to return and challenge him, because it's the only person I could think of that could return, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pac. Pac comes back to challenge Hangman.
Dude, I would be okay with that because it's something new. And especially if Pac was like, yeah, I'm not fucking with the Death Riders. And he just was like, I'm doing my own thing. I'd be like, you know what? Fuck yeah. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Or you could have signed somebody new and they could have debuted and did something and people would have been like, oh shit, this is cool. Like just having a show that just like exists and it's like there's no real follow up or no nothing extra and it just exists. It's like meh.
Like the only reason I agree with you, and it's a me thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is because I have no idea who are free agents right now. That's the only reason.
Yeah, me neither. I don't even remember half the people that are free agents, but it's like somebody could have showed up. Like you could have figured out somebody to throw in there and just like anything, like any little spark could have just like made this feel better. But like this is like the old Raws after Mania that for the last like 5 years we were just like, dude, Raw after Mania sucks. Until the last 2 years when Triple H got the book, it went back to being that Raw after Mania.
Yeah.
Like this shit is just like you come off your biggest show of the year. This is your Mania, and it's just blah.
Blah. We both said blah.
Yeah, like
I think I have a contender for fucking Hangman though.
okay,
Let's go, Max. He's the best wrestler alive.
that is fucked up. You know what? I would love to see Hangman take his head off.
Yeah.
Like, cause what I really want, cause like I know that this sounds like it's stupid, but the only reason I want this is because both of them aren't doing shit. I
Okay.
want the Acclaim to get back together.
I kind of feel like that's gonna happen because like that, what you call it? And Anthony kind of like hinted at that.
Yeah, because like that would give the tag team titles another contender, and like at least they wouldn't just be sitting there doing fuck all shit. Because like you dropped the ball with Anthony Bowens, like you could have did something nice with him, but you have him on his losing streak, and then like you have him going back and forth with Mister Ass. It's like okay, well, okay, but uh, okay, and then you have Max Caster who's slowly getting over by being fucking annoying, which is fun. And it's
Like
like,
how?
yeah, like that's the funny part. Like you would just be like, nah, this guy isn't getting over it. It's like, nope, I'm over, dude. I don't know, man. Like I just felt like there's so much on the table that you could have did, and it's just like, nah, we're not doing any of that.
Crazy.
Yeah. Hopefully they turn around next week and like I know that the build for Forbidden Door is gonna be shit because the G1 starts in a few days. So everybody from New Japan is locked up for a month. So the build is always shit because for some reason Tony decides to do it this way, which I would rather him do it the opposite way, but that's just whatever, man.
Question. I just thought
Uh-huh.
about this because you
Yes.
mentioned the G1.
Hmm.
Do they still have the like what they call it, the C2 or whatever the fuck we call it?
The Continental Classic and AEW.
Yeah, due to like the belt not being a thing anymore.
So apparently Tony said that it's still going to go on. He said it's still
Okay.
going to go on, and that's a thing.
Okay.
He did an interview and he brought up something, and I don't know how I feel about this because this was like 3 years ago, and I feel like this was just done out of playing a victim. And I know people could be like, "What the fuck? Like he was robbed," but I feel like he's back on his victim narrative, and I don't like that. He's feeling like Drake, and I didn't like it because he brought up the whole Dragon Lee situation, and he
Oh.
felt like he's like I felt like I got fucked there because like they didn't tell me, and WWE just showed up, and then all of a sudden Dragon Lee was in a match, and blah blah blah, and I'm like, dog, that happened 3 years ago. Like you've done a million interviews between now and then. Like why all of a sudden just go, oh, I want to bring this up, and it's like I kind of know why, because now you're feeling like WWE is bullying you because they're booking shit the same day that you're booking shit, and it's like, okay, but this feels like you're playing victim. Like, hey guys, look, big bad WWE did all this bad stuff to me. Like, please love me. And it's like that's like to me, that's not gonna get me going. You know what? I'm rooting for AEW because they're getting their ass beat by somebody else. It's like no, no. That's not how I do. Like if you're getting bullied, fight back. Fight back. Just just grab a rock, grab something, fight back. Fight fucking back. Like I can't cheer for you if you're just like getting your ass beat and you just like, guys, I'm getting my ass beat. Fight back. I've said this before. Fight back. If you fight back, then I'll be like, you know what? I'm rocking with them. Fight back. Just fight fucking back. Like it's
I
so
swear
much
he
shit you
had
can
some
do to
wins
just like piss
recorded.
them off. Huh?
I swear he had some wins in between that too, like in that those 3 years too. So you know,
Yeah, and like like he should be fighting back instead of just playing a victim. Like just fight back. Like I want him to fight back. I want him to make this a competition.
yeah,
Like you're upset that they do this counter programming? Well, counter program back. Or do something to make them to piss them off instead of saying, nope, we're just gonna go with what we're gonna do, but also we're gonna get mad because they're doing counter programming. But we're gonna do our own thing. We're not gonna do anything different. But we're upset that they're doing this. And guys, please love us because we're the underdogs. We need love. We need help. And it's like, come on, stop playing the victim. Like fight back.
yep.
Like fight back. Or do what Drake needs to do. Just stop. Just stop. Do stay in your own fucking lane and stop talking about you getting your ass beat. Just don't even mention it. Don't say shit. Just keep going. Look forward. Act like the other thing ain't happening. Just keep walking. Just keep walking. But if you keep crying about it, then I can't feel sorry for you. I'm sorry.
You know who are the kings of that? And I mean fighting back. In my honest opinion,
Mm-hmm.
New Japan. Because every time like a company takes their like be it WWE or be it AEW takes their fucking like wrestlers and whatever, they make brand new ones and they're up again.
Mm-hmm.
They actually fight back. Again, I'm not the biggest New Japan fan, but that's something I've noticed like on the sidelines, like looking from the outside in.
Dude, every time they get their back kicked in, WWE's like, yo, we're gonna take your guys. But like, all right, cool. Make a bunch of new guys. Okay,
Mhm.
AEW. We exist and we're gonna take all your guys. All right, cool. We're gonna make more guys. And they just never fall off because they keep just coming back like, fuck you, suck my dick, we're gonna keep fighting. And they
Yeah.
just keep coming. It's like Toni is like, nope, I'm gonna cry foul. I'm crying to the referee, dude. It's like, come on, man, stop crying to the ref. Just fight back.
And I
This shit
don't think
isn't.
AEW like not AEW. I don't think New Japan ever cried about it.
They didn't. They didn't. When they were trying to get kid, like they were trying to get Madison Square Garden, and everybody was like, WWE owns Madison Square Garden. What they did was like, no, 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 no. We want this, and we're gonna get this. And they got Madison Square Garden. They ran the show. WWE couldn't do nothing about it, and that was it. The only thing that fucked them there was AEW stole all of their talent, and like they were in main storylines that was gonna go to Madison Square Garden, but they figured the shit out. They was like, all right, we can figure something out, and
Yeah.
they did, and it worked. Like that's what I mean. It's like they just was like, nah, fuck it. Like I'm not gonna let you just step on us and ruin us. They fought back. Like Tony just got to get tougher. Like you got to get tougher and fight back.
Booking is not for the weak.
Nope.